So I don't know what's going on, but after 2 days of the company basically imploding, I mean, VShojo is gone. It's done for. It's no more. They have no VTubers left. And you would think by now these guys would make an announcement. They would make some kind of response to the allegations against them, stealing over $500,000 from a charity, the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which Iron Mouse only gave to them to give directly to that charity because she let VShojo handle her transactions in order to protect herself, her privacy. Iron Mouse also stating that she was owed a large sum of money by VShojo.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo.
And then other members, Kason coming out and talking about how she was also owed a large amount of money by VShojo. They were in debt to her and she hadn't been paid since September of 2024, which that will be in a couple of months, a full year of her not being paid by the company.
This is the truth, yes. And for that, what should I say? They haven't paid me since last year. I guess it was September.
Then Henya the Genius came out and talked about how she had not been paid by VShojo in a long time. They owed her a lot of money, and she announced that she would be leaving VShojo.
So, I have made the decision that I'm leaving VShojo, and unfortunately, VShojo owes me significant amount of unpaid debt that I haven't been paying in a long time.
Michi came out and said that she would also be leaving VShojo and that VShojo owed her a lot of money.
I recently found out that VShojo owes me a good amount of unpaid debt. I also have other reasons that I was advised not to get into or say too much of as of now. So I'm sorry if I can't talk about that, but this is just one reason that has led me to my decision of terminating my contract with VShojo.
And I'm just thinking, how long has it been since this company has not been paying their talents? What is happening? What happened that they couldn't afford to pay the talents the money that they were owed, and that they go as far as to steal $500,000 from a charity? I mean, embezzled it, right? Because the money was given to them to give to the charity, but I guess they decided to pocket it instead because it never made it to the charity, which I will add the link in the description below to that charity if anybody wants to donate to it. The Tiltify by Iron Mouse for the Immune Deficiency Foundation right now has raised over $1 million on an initial goal of $10,000. Absolutely insane amount donated, double what was stolen by VShojo. But of course, that does not mean that VShojo will get away with this. They're going to have to pay that money that they took. In all of this stuff happening, you know that everybody is aware. You know that every single person who works at VShojo, people who don't work at VShojo, people who aren't even involved in the VTuber space very much, they know that this is happening and that VShojo has basically imploded. It is done for. And if you look on the X accounts for VShojo JP, as well as the Twitter account for the CEO, The Gun Run, it has been complete radio silence. They haven't made any kind of announcement to address this, and I think it's pretty shameless. Like, what are you doing? Do you really think that you can just like get away by like running away from the internet? I don't imagine he thinks this is going to blow over. I mean, there's definitely going to be legal proceedings, but to not have any announcement of what is going on with the company, maybe it is a move that they don't want to make ahead of the lawsuits that are coming their way, because I guess there's no real way to say, yes, we stole money in the millions from our talents, including over $500,000 from a charity. The CEO of VShojo JP branch, Koshi Makino, had the decency to show up and provide explanations he could offer. How much you trust from him is up to you. Meanwhile, the CEO of VShojo, Gunrun, is completely silent and apparently absent. Where is the money, Gunrun? Zentrea, who left VShojo last month in June, would also call out the CEO, saying, Kason gave me courage. You've been really good at ignoring me and giving me the short corpo response at the Gunrun. No more. Everyone is looking for answers, and the fact that it's taking this long for a statement from you is crazy. The talent deserve an answer. We are all hurt and angry. And this is not a call for people to be malicious or callous. Please, regardless of what you are feeling, be calm. This is simply a call for a response in a time where people are hurting and looking for an answer from someone who has insight. And at this point, I don't even know if I really expect there to be a response. I mean, 2 days of complete radio silence, not just from the CEO, but also from the pages for VShojo and for VShojo JP. It seems like this may be a move considering legal proceedings that will happen in the future to not say anything that could incriminate them. I don't know if they're going to try to fight the allegations against them, but I don't see a possibility that they win. I personally just think it's shameful, pretty embarrassing that even the JP branch CEO stepped up and got into a call with Kason and at least tried to explain some things about what was going on, at least was willing to have the conversation with her. But the gun run, he's just like ran away from the situation. He knows that this is happening, there's no way he doesn't, and he's made the decision that he's not going to address anything, he's not going to come out with any kind of response, making the decision to vanish as soon as he got caught for all of the things that the company has been doing to all of these talents. Massive amounts of money stolen, and his company basically imploding overnight. He should have been one of the first people to make a response to all of this, but nothing. Not a peep. It's shameful, it really is. And I think it's pretty obvious that the company ran out of money, but if you run out of money, you raise money from investors, or you just close your doors. You do not steal money from your talents in order to keep going, and it really shouldn't be that hard to run a VTuber agency. I mean, again, it's one thing if you're very big, making a lot of money, and you want to do things like making a bunch of merchandise, larger amounts of expenditure on advertising, doing concerts, things like that, but if you don't have that much money, then you don't spend that much money, and just let the livers stream, and let that be it. Alive managed to do it, Niji Sanji managed to do it, why couldn't VShojo? Well, if you take a look at this clip, I think we can get a sense of where the money was going and how VShojo managed to run out of it.
From my perspective, you know, I feel like it should have been pretty easy. I mean, this is an article from like 3 years ago. Is that like, just saying, an interesting article. That's it. I'm just going to leave it there. And also, I was curious because I saw this tweet that someone posted. I saw this tweet where someone posted that, remember when VShojo plastered this all over the Tokyo subway to brag about how well they treated their talents? I was thinking about this, and I was like, I know that station. That's fucking Shinjuku Station. I go through that all the time. And I was wondering, I was like, how much does it cost to get that? Because personally, in my opinion, it would be nice if instead of advertising, we could, perhaps put that money towards the immune deficiency. And so I actually found the exact costs of how much it costs to do this. Fun fact. Here they are. It's a lot of money. So this is one of the ways that you can get it. There's also this piece of information here, and I'll let you explain how much this costs. So what this says in Japanese is right here. This says that for one of those pillars for 7 days, if I'm not mistaken, it'll cost 40 million yen, which is about $250,000 for one. If you want to take over the whole thing, it would cost 200 million yen, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a fuck ton. It is a fuck ton, okay? It's like an insane amount of money, and that's to get all those pillars for 7 days of advertising.
So I did the conversion myself, and it looks like 200 million yen is $1.3 million US. That's a lot of money to do advertising at a subway station, especially for a mostly English VTuber group, which has raised at least $11 million from investors. Where did all of that money go? Probably towards nonsense like this. I mean, I don't know exactly when they did that advertising campaign, but if you don't have enough money to pay your talents, if you have so little money you're stealing $500,000 from charity, maybe we shouldn't be spending millions of dollars on advertising and maybe let the Clippers do the work, because my god, that is a lot of money for the agency that hasn't been able to pay Kason since September of 2024, the agency that is stealing $500,000 from charity, the agency that hadn't paid Michi, hadn't paid Henya, and other talents. Just slimy all around, but we will continue waiting to see if the gun run will step up and make a response to everything that's happened, this whole situation. Until then, I guess we'll just keep watching as things unfold. And if you had a VShojo VTuber that you really liked watching, then definitely show them support. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more uploads. Also join the Discord community, link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.